Say now.
This is the Petty on the Rocks podcast. I'm your host, Erica G.
And I'm Vernon Petty.
Make sure y'all follow us on Instagram, Petty on the Rocks, or Facebook, POTR Podcast, or our Twitters, and that's Petty OTR Podcast.
Or Vernon Petty _OTR.
And today, we want to talk about a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And this episode's titled, Another Day Late and Another Dollar Short.
Because of course.
We're actually 2 days late.
But you know, that makes it even better with the sequel. Another day late and another dollar short.
Sorry, y'all. Hold on. Blah, 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 blah. Alright.
Alrighty. So, let's just start. Everybody's mad at Kanye. You got Meek-mill. You got Boosie. You got Diddy. But Kanye don't give a fuck.
I'll say something.
Go ahead.
Y'all need to leave Kanye alone. Okay? First of all, I get where Boosie's coming from. You saying, like, it looks like you saying white lives matter more or whatever. My whole thing is I get what Kanye's response is too. Like, nigga, they do technically matter. This is why we're getting shot down and they're not. This is why this is their America, even though it was built on our black and indignant, you know the word, asses.
Yeah.
So, white lettering on a black shirt, white lives matter. You see how they changed everything. It went, how to go from police brutality, talking about black people and how we're being brutalized and killed in the street, to how white lives matter. We never said they didn't. However, he just kind of redirected that movement to making it about everybody, but everybody's not getting shot down in the street. Everybody doesn't have the privilege to oppress anyone, if that makes sense. So I feel like everybody need to leave Kanye the fuck alone. Gemini gang, I get you. I understand. You know, is he a little radical, a little hasty? Well, yes, and then wasn't he diagnosed with schizophrenia or some shit? And depression or anxiety, whatever? So it's like, we need to, yes, hold each other accountable, but also be a little more understanding and seeing where people are coming from instead of just attacking them and, you know, for their opinions and for their conversation.
Kanye lost his fucking mind. I only say that because, okay, I get the method to your madness, but slavery was a choice and all this nonsense. And because slavery was a choice and all this nonsense, I can't 100% back what he's doing. Like you said, I understand what he's doing, but I can't back it. I feel like he's just picking every time to maximize on making another dollar. And I get it. Money's important. We need the money, blah, 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 blah.
And he said that.
But all money ain't good money. And, like...
So what's the difference between him and the Zeus Network?
You know what?
Every show shows fighting, violence, anger.
You rest your case. I can't even be mad at that.
But yeah, we still got subscriptions. We still fucking with them. But they're not showing black people as a whole in a good light in any of their shows. So, yeah. I feel Kanye, and he's a soul that's misunderstood. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm snacking. I got the munchies.
Hell yeah, she motherfucking about to make me munch on shit. I ain't in. No, I had the motherfucking munchies.
Next topic.
All right, let me start it off.
I gotta go.
Hold up.
That's a bull jive move, Draymond. I like Draymond. I really do, Skip. But that's a bull jive move what he did right there, Skip. That's wrong. You don't do that, man.
Where do they go from here? That's the biggest question.
Oh, me? Me and Draymond, where we go? Oh, we fight every day. We gonna fight every day. Every day till I whip him. He gonna have to whip me every day. I'm gonna have to whip him. One of us gotta go. You're not gonna do. You see how that video got out? That's forever. Because here's the thing. Now everybody looking at Jordan Poole. Oh, you blow up at me. You ain't do nothing to Draymond. His girl. Oh, you get all huffy with me. Why ain't you do that to Draymond? Nah, I'm not finna be no mean. That's a mean now. You're not finna talk to me. Say, nah, you're not finna get me like, nah, hell no.
Back up.
Jordan Poole.
All I know is I was in a bunch of fights growing up, and the only good thing my father ever said to me was, swing first and talk later.
That's it. Okay. Oh, the moment I feel tension, I'm getting the shot off.
Yeah.
Now, hey, if you can withstand it, hey, we got to go. But that's a bull jive move with Draymond did. That's a sucker punch. You do something like that on the street. You don't do that to a teammate. And Poole, lesson learned. Never let anybody enter your airspace. Because when you do, they can collide with you. Only person that knows what was up was Poole. Bro, you don't let nobody walk up on you like that. The moment Draymond walked up, you should have...
All right, now, hopefully y'all caught that. If y'all didn't catch that, that was basically Shannon Sharp saying, Jordan Poole, you need to be on your dame, my man. You wasn't on your dame. You wasn't on your two. You wasn't on point. You wasn't on game. You didn't keep all of your senses open. Blah, blah, blah. You ain't read the room. You ain't take the temperature. You should have watched your mouth. All kind of shit. That's just all I can say about that.
Why did Draymond hit that man?
He said some fouls. He said he tried to make fun of Draymond Green. And Draymond wasn't for that. He was trying to take a jab at his basketball skills. Mm-hmm. And Draymond don't ever want to hear that. So he walked up to him like, he walked up to him like, yeah, nigga. So what's up? What time is it? And you saw the video.
Mm-hmm. Not the taco.
Yeah, bada bang, bada boom.
Well, sticks and stones break my bones, but words will never hurt me. That's
that
a
is a lie.
I know. I was gonna get there.
My bad. I was ready.
No, but seriously, I just feel like certain things we should just learn how to control ourselves better, and it is easier said than done. Because if I have one too many drinks, I probably won't think as long as I would if I didn't. And I know this about myself, but the point is, I don't know. I just feel like keep your hands to yourself. Like, you guys make millions of dollars. Like, nobody's worth me jeopardizing that. At the end of the day, if he couldn't say nothing back about his game, all he could do is prove it to himself.
Right.
At the end of the day, I feel like it was childish, but it is what it is. I mean,
people get hot a lot. And
everybody's not calm, cool, and collected.
Yep, and tempers can flare easily or even easier than cooler heads prevailing. So.
But I'm just saying, if you want to pick on a person with anger issues, you might want to make sure you can fight.
Mm-hmm.
Or anybody in general, because you never know. You know how many light-skinned people, or females, or just people in general, they have told me like they've been picked on for being light-skinned. I just can't believe it, but I guess, that was the thing, right?
Right.
And they always tell me it's because they feel like people feel like they're soft or they can't fight or some shit like that. And my whole thing is, you can't just assume everybody's gonna play fair or be on that wave or can't fight. Nigga, I never seen a light-skinned person. I ain't gonna lie. I've never seen a light-skinned person besides one person with this dude named Howard. His sister, like, she was known as like a Debo type bitch. She used to bully this girl Kariba when we was in high school, like low-key, high-key. Not really bully her, but kind of like she was picking with her. I guess bullying her. But anyway, long story short, but she wasn't like I never seen her like just going off fucking with people. But she was one of the high-yola bitches, hopefully you could fight if you get in a fight with this one, because she was known to fight.
Right.
So, other than her, I've never really seen like light-skinned girls. I was like, damn, she's a badass bitch, or she could fight or whatever. So, it's just one day I was dating this guy and he had a gym, And this motherfucker, this light-skinned joint, she looks so innocent. When I say she could mule kick a fucking mule, she was just a badass bitch. And I was just looking like, damn. Like, imagine just thinking that you about to just size this girl up who looks like a fucking librarian. Right. And then turns around, this bitch will fucking kung fu sui your ass. Like, quicker than you could blink. And that's just a fun fact. Like, you need to leave people alone. You never know. And then, what Kanye say now? He the nigga that want to shoot up the school or some shit. Just leave people alone. You don't know what they're going through. That man might have not punched him if it was 2 days before. He might have had a bad day to that day. Who knows?
Yeah, for real. Never know motherfuckers bringing to work.
Every time I flick somebody off in traffic, I wonder, what if they have a gun? And they really are serious about ending my life. Even though I'm just like, fuck you because you made me mad. Momentarily, like, 2 exes later, I'm not thinking about you. But at the same time, we all know that people have a weird way of dealing with their anger. Or, yeah, their anger.
Yeah, that's nuts. That is nuts. Alright, so we have to talk about Offset and Quavo and allegedly how Saweetie had sex with Offset being the reason why the Migos broke up and Offset wanting to separate himself from the rest of
so wait,
the madness.
Offset fucked Sweetie?
Allegedly.
Before Quavo or like during or?
No, during.
So he's with Cardi?
Yeah, he was with Cardi when he did it.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
I put Akbar with him. I mean, at this point, it's... I'm gonna say this. I think a man either be faithful or cheat in peace at this point. And I always thought it was bros before hoes. I know niggas in the bird, best friends, fuck after each other. I don't understand it. Because me personally, secretly, I think my quote-unquote friends that fucked after me is kind of like, why, how, where? I would never. That's not on my, you know. I gotta feel a certain type of way about you if that's the case. But, I don't know. I always thought that was weird as fuck. Because, I don't know. And I've been in some compromising. I don't mess with this girl and her, well, not this girl, but her 3 brothers. They were all brothers. That's a whole different story. But this is not about me. Cause I'm not a celebrity. I'm not. You know what I mean? Well, yeah, fuck that. If Sweetie did it, I mean, hey, more power to her. Okay. I don't want to say shit when niggas fuck.
You really gonna talk with the chips in your mouth the whole episode?
No, this is the last one.
I'm like, I know these motherfuckers are gonna be like.
I hear myself doing it too.
Look,
like,
the funny part is, motherfuckers gonna be like, is something wrong with my service? Am I hearing this shit right? And it took me a second, then I was looking like.
Okay. Oh. So, you said the person who's gonna be up, alright, whatever. You trying to go sleep, but what are you gonna talk about?
Look, I'm going to sleep right after this podcast. I'm talking. I'm already plotting on how the comforter gonna feel when I slide my ass right in between the sheet and shit. I'm be wiggle.
So yeah, like I was saying, I don't think that, like, it's okay when the bros do it, but it's not okay when the hoes do it. Or, I'm sorry, bros or hoes, whatever. Well, so I feel like if Sweetie had no loyalty to Cardi, then whatever. I feel like if she just wanted to try something, I mean, men do it all the time. So I don't feel no time.
According to how it's an alleged verse with a line or two in the song that Quavo was like, yeah, even found out my brother hit the Joan, blah blah blah. Damn. But he did it behind my back. Had he did it had they both did it up front, then we would have been cool. Like, I would have blessed the situation. But it was done behind my back. Bada. That's what the verse, it says it in the verse.
Find out how close your friends really are.
You know, so it's, shit gets weird. I've been a nigga that hit a Joan that didn't belong to me, belonged to my friend, and they ended our friendship completely fast. And I would do it 10 times out of 10, though. No
so you
regret.
like her more than your friendship?
Basically, I feel like I chose the better person. No offense to him.
All offense to him.
No, none. He's cool.
He's saying that.
He's cool.
He literally just said out his mouth that he would do it again.
10 times out of 10.
Yep, that's what
Now, listen though. Hear me out. Because I'm pretty sure 10 times out of 10, the situation would have played out exactly the same. Me and her only really, and I hate to say only really, because we probably liked each other prior to all that shit. If we just end up bumping uglies. But prior to said situation, I was lying for him. So I used to have to talk to her to lie for him. And he started doing like, I knew he was dealing with a side jump, but he started dealing with a side jump. He didn't want me to know about that shit. How the fuck you not gonna want me to know about it if you want me to lie to your baby moms about the shit?
I'll tell you a story. I sit up here like I'm so an angel. Straight, no, I'm just kidding. But I'm not gonna chew him. I was gonna lick on him. Don't mind my. This is Petty on the Rocks podcast, right? It's technically my podcast. If they don't want to hear me chewing, they can get the fuck off of here. I'm not trying to be rude, but we don't got no sponsorships from nobody telling us not to chew and shit.
But nigga,
what?
When I listen to this later on or another day or another time, I'm gonna be nigga. What the fuck was she thinking? I'm gonna be realistic.
And they gonna play back what I just said. That's what I was thinking. I mean, this is a late episode. I don't even care what we're talking about this very moment. What are we talking about? Sweetie and them? Alright, this is the thing.
Sweetie and them. Yeah.
I know what it's like to be a homewrecker, intentionally, not intentionally. Like, when I slept with Skeletor's little friend, boy, or dude, whatever, like, she already crossed me a couple of times. So, I didn't really care about that. And even, I was just being fake. Like, I didn't do it, but I did. But she never knew, but he kind of told her, but she kind of don't believe it. But here's out the cat's out the bag. And then the second time was this girl I end up liking a lot. And she had a girlfriend, and her girlfriend was like a ride or die. And I still feel like, well, not bad to this day. I don't care no more. But I felt bad for a long time because I end up liking the girlfriend. Like, she was cool as fuck. And I'm like, why would she ever cheat on you? Like, this is ridiculous. And I low-key wanted to help her find her other bitches that the girl was cheating on besides me. I mean, cheating on her with besides me. But, all right, I'm done. You can talk. I'm about to suck on this Dorito.
Lord have mercy. Moral of the story.
Loyalty.
If you are going to do something that heavy, make sure it's worth it and you're willing to cross that line. Because sometimes in life, we will cross a line and we cannot go back from the line that we crossed. Like, that's the adult version of that. You feel what I'm saying?
As an adult, if I gotta tell you not to put your coochie in your mouth on a piece of penis that's supposed to be for me, unless invited, I don't need to be your friend. And vice versa.
That is true too.
And it's bros before hoes. You know what's so funny? The two niggas I was talking about, him, the bird. One used to be my former friend. And like I said, him and his best friend literally fuck on bitches. Like, a bitch show up to fuck one of them and he's not there, and then she will possibly fuck the other one. Like, they just do. It's the weirdest shit I've ever heard of. To the point where he's even had a friend eat his ex-girlfriend's coochie. Like, if I don't understand why there's so many coochies and butts and dicks and faces in the world. Why you gotta go after that one? To me, it shows no sign, no loyalty, no respect. And it just is what it is. Because when I did what I did, like with Girlie, I didn't know her, so I didn't have to respect her. I felt like it was none of my business. Right. But then once I got to know her, I felt like shit. Other girl, I already kind of didn't give a fuck because we were just fake as fuck as friends. So it kind of was like, that was my justification of why I did what I did. But when it comes down to the people I've called my friends, I could never look at anyone they've ever considered a significant other, fricked on and said, brung them up to me, talked about them, I met them, not my cup of tea. So, I digress though. Everybody can't do that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, and, you know, nigga learn from his mistakes. I feel like that wasn't, like I said, I'm not changing the past because I would have did it 10 times out of 10. But the drawback from just that alone kind of told me like, maybe that might not have been the best decision, but I would have fucking made it anyway. So that's that on that. Life is what it is. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you gotta look at it like that. Like, you can't dwell on the, oh man, maybe I shouldn't have did it. If you was gonna do it anyway, you gotta just fucking look at it like, shit, I was gonna do it anyway. Mm-hmm. Like, I remember, I hate to say it, but if I give too much information, somebody called me and somebody was like, hey, yo, I got the opportunity to hit this jump. The same exact jump I hit now. The same exact jump. Mm. And this might have been a year prior to me hitting the jump. Mm-hmm. And there's somebody I'm cool with. It's funny because all three of us are cool. Whatever. Forever ago. But he's like, yeah, I got the opportunity to crack this jump, blah, blah, blah. What would you do? I said, if I was me or if I was you? He was both. I said, I'd do it either way. And then the nigga was like, but that, look, I would do it either way. If I was you, I'd do it. If I was me, I'd do it. So, I mean, what you need help getting there? And I even helped the nigga get there.
Well, females don't work like that. They're weird and dumb and liars sometimes. Well, I'm not going to say sometimes. Majority of the time. When I say that, I mean, they'll be like, oh, yeah, girl, I don't care. Whole time. Have a heart attack.
Yeah. And the funny part about life is, like, it be different strokes for different folks. Like, I'm at a point in my life now that, you know, I wouldn't just want my girl, you know, hitting somebody I know. Mm-hmm. Like, I wouldn't necessarily be all right with that. Like, if you're going to find a situation that I don't know nothing about. Somebody I can't put the face to, like, so I'll be like, oh, well, because if I find out it's the wrong nigga I know, oh my God, that just turns me off completely. Mm-hmm. But, you know, I just feel like those kind of situations need to be met and led and approached with a bunch of discretion. And yes, wrong is wrong, and all the shit I'm talking about happened 20 years ago, almost, damn near, you know, so,
if you fuck after a certain age, after a certain time, like, we can't say, there's been, we see all the time on fucking shows, and they're like, oh, my wife was fucking with my best friend the whole time. You didn't see that shit, nigga? You didn't
but see, and look, in the case of me and homeboy, when I was doing that to Shawty, he was too busy chasing other shit. Mm-hmm. So if you chasing,
isn't it funny how he can cheat, but then
when she cheat, it's a problem. Well, I mean, she did it with the God himself, so it makes sense. I would be mad.
How do you think I was? I was in a whole lesbian triangle, befriending one person, feeling bad for her, but still riding her girlfriend's face, like, terrible.
Yeah. And the best, I ain't gonna say the best, but
now
the eeriest
that's
part,
probably the only one if I could take back, I would have. Like, and it's similar to your choice of, if I had to pick a person whose side would I pick, I would have chose to be the girlfriend's friend more than be the side bitch in front of the girlfriend's face but under her nose type shit, because she actually took me in on some shit, like, really was like trying to be my friend, and I was like, damn, that shit's fucked up, because you don't deserve this bitch. She's terrible the whole time.
Damn.
You know what I mean? So that's like the only one. That was so many years ago, but that's like the only person. Everybody else, I to hell with them. But then again, like I said, I don't have a record of fucking owing my friends or anybody I called friends niggas.
Right.
Skeletor wasn't shit. I would never count that shit. Anything under 5 minutes, 7 minutes is like don't really count. But yeah, no, I'm just kidding. But no, it was like that short. But I'm not. I'm just saying hypothetically, I don't count it. But that would be the only person that was like, oh, that was my friend. Everybody else kind of came in backfire. Like it was this girl, her nigga. I fucked her nigga because he paid me to, and then turned around and invited me to him and his girl, and then he tried to pay me again. I told her no. The girl tried to pay me, and I told her no, but I still took money from him, and then he tried to play it off and make us all buddy. Then she wanted to talk to me on the side of him. It was just a whole bunch of weird shit that I just. What's the next topic, babe?
I mean, I thought you had the next one.
Okay.
That's cool though. We gotta talk about this this all-out Royal Rumble that's going on Twitter.
With Nicki-Minaj and Cardi, you know?
Nicki, Cardi, Saweetie. No, not Saweetie, my bad. Sorry, Saweetie. You've been enough shit.
Don't drag me into this whole shit.
Nicki, Cardi, Lotto, fucking Akbar.
Throw Kodak in
there. We could do Kodak versus Lotto later. But yeah, I mean, whatever. It's a lot going on Twitter.
First and foremost.
Boosie versus Kanye.
Shit, everyone versus Kanye. For
Kanye versus everybody. We can read off a meek-mill paragraph. There's a bunch of shit going on.
Okay, so real quick, I want to talk about the ladies.
Yes, indeed.
Nicki Minaj, a boss, phenomenal. Cardi B, a boss, phenomenal. City Girls, bosses, phenomenal. I don't understand why y'all hoes are so rich and choose to beef about broke bitch shit. That's for broke bitches to do, to beef and be mad and care about what the next bitch is doing because they feel like I feel like nobody can stop each other's shine because of who everybody is. Nobody can take away from Cardi, nobody can take away from Nicki, nobody can take away from City Girls, and whoever else is in the fucking mix. Mm-hmm. Even like down to Lotto, like she may not be my favorite person, but we can't deny that she got something. Like she's doing something. And for her to be beat down by a whole nigga talking shit about her I'm just so lost because it just sounds like that sounds like some bitter ass shit. That don't sound like what you, all these people that won over you and you mad at her? Yeah.
Well, I'm on his side about that particular. I'm not on his side about him, you know, the name calling of her and all that.
I feel like he should have won.
Hell yeah.
Versus her. Oh no, I agree with
that song,
that too.
We didn't hear that, like, you couldn't avoid, I mean, you could avoid that BDE song or that Energy song, whatever it's called. Mm-hmm. You could avoid that song. Yeah. You could not avoid Super Gremlin. As a matter of fact, Super Gremlin was so good that she made a freestyle to Super Gremlin. Along with like maybe 10 other artists. Kevin Gates had a hard one too.
But like some Featherhead.
But like, nah, it's like he really had the song of the year. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. That song's the song of the year. He's not wrong about that. Now, you know how I feel. Mm-hmm. Because people feel like that about my black ass. Nigga, I don't be wrong. I might go about it in the most wrongest way in fucking American history. That don't make me wrong about it. I just go about it the wrong way. Mm-hmm. That's exactly how I feel about Kodak. He not wrong. He's just going about it the wrong way. But you can't tell that to a nigga that, you know,
got he said he knew the dude was freak and he still ate. So, I mean, anybody who would say some shit like that, clearly don't give a fuck. So.
Shout out to my K2 phase.
Mm-hmm. Mm. You don't want to know?
Nigga. It was rough. I got off the stuff though.
Shout out to my baby dad because I don't know if he's off it or not.
People, this is my warning on K2. Yeah, you'll smoke that shit. Yeah, you would get what you would think is a high, quote unquote. The issue lies in feeling like a mechanical wind-up doll afterwards. I don't suggest anyone smoke that shit because you'll feel like a mechanic wind-up doll afterwards. Your entire chest will feel like it's going to tick, 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 tick.
Well, goddamn.
And that shit is not cute, fun, appealing, exciting. It's taking the joy out of smoking. And we smoke for euphoric feelings, relaxation, and joy. That water break was brought to y'all by Wawa. Go ahead, Wawa, cut the check.
We thought we got out the ghetto. Anyway.
We ain't get out the ghetto. No matter where we at, the ghetto rears his ugly head.
So every fucking other headline is talking about how Tia, that's the one that's getting a divorce from her husband.
Yeah.
Life's hard. Praise to her.
Man, the way I feel about
there's a lot of people going through this divorce shit.
Yeah. The way I feel about all this divorce stuff going on is I feel like people have just been around each other long enough to grow out of each other. None of those divorces, with the exception of the Jeff Bezos' ex-wife, she was I think she had got married and she got divorced a year later. So that's the only one I seen that was like quick. But all the other ones are like 10 years, 12 years, 14 years. You know, shit like that. So, it's just, I think people are getting to a point where they might just see different things for each other or like see that the moves need to be made a little differently or blah, 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 if that makes any sense. Okay, because I feel bad. I used to look at how certain people look at their significant others after they've been around each other for a while. And I'm like, yo, she be really annoyed by this nigga. She deal with it. Give her credit, but she be that nigga be getting on her nerves sometimes. And I be seeing her face, and I be like, ooh. Alright, nigga, we cool. I don't know. You might switching on me. So that's how I feel about the whole relationship shit. Prayers to everybody involved. I mean, I'm talking about Tom Brady and his wife, Miguel and his wife, Tia Mowry and her husband, and there's at least 3 others that's like really out there as far as divorces go. So I'm never a fan of breakups. I always want to so happy together and ride that shit out and da 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 da. I remember back in the day, I used to want certain people to break up so I could swoon in on my big coon shit. But you know, as you get older, things change. You want different shit, and then you be like, "Yeah, I'm cool." So life's, you know, hey, we're gonna call that the divorce-orama segment.
That shit's wild.
Yep.
Other news, let's see. What else is going on?
Man, Joe Biden is calling for every state to pardon simple weed offenses. Like all the prior shits. if it was just simple possession in all 50 states and federally, he was calling for a pardon. So I guess he good for something. Shit, he ain't been good for nothing else. Niggas ain't got a speck of stimulus. He's been stimulating Ukraine this whole time. Man, y'all done gave them niggas probably like $17 billion by now, if not more. Every couple of weeks, y'all, oh, we got to get them an extra $495 million. Oh, we got to get them an extra $2.3 billion. So they just fucking that money all the way up. I know they are. Ain't no allegedly to it.
Who is supposedly Biden was warning us maybe trying to do a nuclear war or have a nuclear war?
Oh, that's Russia. That's the people he gave all the money to Ukraine to go try and fight. But their arms ain't long enough to box with Russia. Russia way bigger. Ukraine small as shit. No offense to Ukraine, but their arms ain't long enough to box with the God. Like, it just is what it is, man. Like, but I'm happy Joe Biden is trying to, he's also trying to, how do I word it? He's trying to address the way that weed is scheduled on the drug index. Because right now they have weed as more of a harmful substance than heroin, fentanyl, and I think I don't want to be wrong and say meth, but it's like 3 jumps that's way worse than bud, and they trying to say, bud is worse than those and whatever. So yeah. So shout out to Joe Biden. He's trying to make some shit shake, man.
Okay. Well,
what you say?
I can't. I got something on my food.
Now, see, guys, let this be a lesson to us all. You try to eat shit. Look, I'm fat. I eat all the time. I'm not going to eat while we're recording, though. Then it goes for a motherfucker. Hey, we eating so good. So hold on. Okay. Give you a second.
Hey. I would eat Doritos for somebody else out there who wanted to eat some and couldn't eat them right now. People be fasting.
I get it. I feel like this is my fault as well. Somewhere along the line.
Meek-mill not pleased with his baby mama's cypher.
Yes.
I'm going to just go with one of the comments, which was nobody was really worried about it until he put it to the forefront. Like, we kind of seen it and ignored it, and then he brought it up again. So, here we are talking about it again. Oh. Ooh. All I have to say to that is, let people live. If she want to rap, let her rap. Y'all better be as hard as, period. Like, no one better say shit to anybody black that tries to rap. I don't give a fuck. The way y'all read Ice, JJ Fish, and all them, and motherfucking the birds are chirping and shit. And as soon as period, you got celebrities making motherfucking remixes and shit. And y'all want to talk about a woman who tried.
And she definitely tried.
So, y'all even had Auntie Tammy Roman in that bitch.
You hear me? All kind of lack of breath control.
You saw Tammy?
Everybody, all of them.
Shit.
All of them lack of breath control. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I ain't mad, I ain't trying to hate. And look, I feel like Kodak, I'm all for the women empowerment and all that, but y'all could have found some better women to freestyle shit that actually not a freestyle shit. It's a rapper from Baltimore. Her name's Miss Cam. Y'all put, no offense to the DC rapper lady y'all put on there, but she was talking the hieroglyphs, and everybody can't fucking understand hieroglyphs. You could have put Miss Cam up there, who would have barred you down. You could have put Rocky Bad, my favorite rapper in the motherfucking world, universe, on there, and she would have barred you down. It's so many talented women out here, and y'all just wanted that shit to sound real mediocre. So I get why people are like, oh, we should boycott BET, because they didn't really they tried to highlight women, but in the process, they kind of made a mockery of the shit.
Grab some people and like, you want to
yeah, they feel like they made a mockery of the shit, low key. All right. Candace Owens.
What she do?
Is releasing a documentary about how Black Lives Matter scammed the world. Now, I wish I could show you this trailer, because when I just talk about it, it doesn't sound very interesting. It just sounds like, yeah, nigga, whatever. I can tell by the way you're looking at me, and it's cool. It's cool to you guys in the audience, too. But y'all motherfuckers better go Google it, watch it, study it, and understand why I'm always on some the government don't care about us type shit. Because the government don't care about us type shit. You feel me? Yeah, so, and I guess that was a part of the reason why she was up there with Kanye. You know, she was up there with him when he had on the White Lives Matter t-shirt. It was him, Candace Owens, it was Kanye-West, Candace Owens, and Lauryn Hill's daughter, which is the granddaughter of Bob Marley.
Okay.
Now, people are like, y'all had Bob Marley's granddaughter up there, da-da-da-da-da. When they don't, I guess people forget that Bob Marley's half white.
Oh, shit.
Dun, dun, dun! Everybody must have just forgot Bob Marley's half white. So that means Lauryn Hill's daughter has at least 6%
and Bob Marley
white.
had a daughter?
Lauryn Hill and Bob Marley's son had a daughter. So that means she's at least 6%. At the very least, 6% white. Dun, dun, dun. White lives just so happen to matter. Just so happen to matter.
I guess that does make a lot of sense, huh?
Ah, man, you gotta love it. Let's see. My bad. I am busy trying to multitask. Let's see what I got left for y'all. It's reported that Ray J is having suicidal thoughts. I want to say to Mr. Norwood, to hold your head. You're dealing with, allegedly, you're dealing with something bigger than you. Let me break it down to you. Allegedly, even more allegedly, in Armenia, back in the umpteen hundreds or whatever, there was a group of witches. And they did witchcraft as to where all of the women will always be held up and successful in some kind of way or light and well off and blah, 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 while all the men fall to the wayside and suffer. No matter, all their exes, all their current Jones, all that shit. So, That family ended up being a Kardashian family.
How do we know this?
Huh?
How do we know this?
Hey. Let's just take a look. Lamar Odom, so lost in the sauce that he done lost in the sauce. Mm-hmm. Somewhat of a lost cause. So I ain't trying to judge him, but Then you got Ray J wanting to kill himself. You got this guy Kanye-West, who got finished dipping out of the pot, and now he act like he can get everybody shot. Then you got Reggie Bush, who's on Wendy's commercials trying to live off his college name. You know why? Because he was one of the first victims of the Kim Kardashian gang. I can keep going. You got Scott Disick. He was very on point. He was like very successful lawyer. All that. He got with the other Kardashian girl and on camera drunk himself into a blunder, a stupor. What the fuck is going on with him? You got motherfucking.
That turned into a woman.
You got, huh? Oh, there you go. You got Bruce Jenner. Turned himself into Caitlyn after dealing with that damn family. You got Travis Scott. Lost his mind. Stole Kanye's voice in Pimp C's house recording his album. Yeah, he recorded that album in Pimp C's house with the blessing of Pimp C's wife. How? We don't know. But all that is airy and mysterious. Whatever. But what I will say is now he's trying to cling back on to some fame after all those lives got killed and injured and affected by that Astroworld thing. And he went from like the hottest person in the world to being looked at like, oh, I don't know if you want to touch him. It's a Kardashian thing, man. It doesn't feel like it's a coincidence. It doesn't feel like that's a coincidence. Allegedly,
Pete,
though.
He seems normal.
Who?
Pete is now back.
The nigga tattooed the names of the kids after dealing with the girl for like 2 weeks.
Oh, shit. I forgot about that.
The nigga not only did that, but when he started dating her, he didn't have blonde hair. Once he got finished dating her, he had blonde hair. When he looked exactly how Kanye went through a little whole fucking whack-ass blonde hair phase dealing with her. It's something about these women, man. Something about that family in particular. It's real. It's real. Yes, indeed.
They're like a toothache. Can't get rid of them and let you go get them pulled.
I know. So, prayers to Ray J.
So if they had the right witch in their life, Erykah Badu, they would have been alright.
Well, you know. Prayers to Ray J though, because he's a legend in his own right. He's a legend in his own right. I'll just say it like that. I want to give a congratulations to Carisha Please and for Drink Champs for tying for the best hip hop platform. I only bring this up because Drink Champs is like a podcast format, even though it's big with all this, you know, you got the back and the pushing and all that. And Carisha Please, she's not afraid to push the envelope. So, even though there's always going to be people hating it's always gonna be people hating to it's always gonna be people hating like, how can you tie Carisha Please and the Drink Champs, because Drink Champs is almost like 10 years old. Carisha Please might be like 10 months old. Blah 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 blah. But what they don't understand is she pushed some buttons in those couple episodes. She asked Diddy some real shit. She asked Megan some real shit. She asked anybody she had up on there some real shit. She asked Saweetie some real shit. She asked everybody like nitty gritty. All right, we getting to the shit. She got to the shit every episode on there. I don't know how many of them you seen, but all the ones I've seen, she got directly to the shits. Spared nothing getting to the shits now. So, you have to congratulate. Which one is that? Is that Young Miami?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm a little too older, So, congratulations to Young Miami. And congratulations to Noriega and DJ EFN. Both excellent platforms. I only do that because we aim to get to that level one day. So, yeah. Yep. Do you have anything else for the people?
Eddie Murphy got that bad because he giving his baby mom almost $40,000 a month. And I just want to know how old is that damn baby, because I thought they had a baby that would have been about 18 by now, but maybe not. I don't know. But I think that's just downright fucking crazy. I don't give a damn if you got it. That's not the essence of raising a child. It helps. But I feel like even rich people should have a cap on how much, if they want to do more, like say if $15,000 a month, that's way well more than enough to take care of a child a month. And then if he wants to spend the additional 30 or 20 on top of the 15, that's his, that's what he can do. But a lot of times they base it off of these people's lifestyles. Like, what the fuck? I still be tripping about what's her name, Mary J. Blige and her husband or her ex-husband, how she had to give him all that money for what? Sir, you are not the one kicking in these boots and singing these songs.
All right. Yeah. I got you. I want to segue this just slightly. And then we could close it out on that because I know we're almost there. 50 Cent's son.
The one he claim or don't claim?
No, this is his real son, Marquise Jackson. 50 Cent's son.
Is that he got one he don't claim, right?
I mean, yeah, I know. It might be the one he don't. I don't know. All whatever. Right, well,
go ahead. But
50 Cent's older son, the one that's like in his 20s.
Yeah, that's the one he don't claim.
He gets $6,700 a month, right? He, not the mom, but the son.
Gets $6,000 a month.
It's $6,700 a month, and I guess back child support, or whatever the case. And he feels like that's not enough.
6 bands, almost 7 bands a month, just because of back child support. I mean, that
he like 25, mind you, so he been getting this probably for 7 years.
What?
50 been hot for 10 years or longer, so.
And at this point, it just goes down to he's a grown ass man. I mean, yeah, okay, if he's do that, then fine, but the fuck, that's not enough. Who else against 6 bands back 7 bands damn near every motherfucking month because their daddy wasn't there. I wish my daddy wasn't there. I don't get 6 bands. The fuck? I don't even get 8 band, let alone half a band. Like, what the fuck? Matter of fact, when my mom was getting money from the nigga, she didn't give it to us. But we ain't gonna talk about it. That's a whole different motherfucking story for another motherfucking podcast.
All right, just had to,
That's just wow. And he's cutting his run with is it HBO?
Oh, Stars.
Stars, yeah. He's cutting his shit. Kanye talking about cutting his shit.
Yeah, man, these artists is they're not trying to rely on the man no more, I guess. And it sounds good. It sounds good. Oh, we didn't talk about Mace versus Diddy. We got 5 minutes.
All right.
Now, long story short, Diddy been a thief, allegedly, and because someone is out publicly saying something about it, Diddy feels like he has to defend himself and say, "Oh, my receipts are good." Da, 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 da. I don't know. We don't know. The way that contracts were structured back in the day, I feel like has it to where motherfuckers were getting dicked back in the day and are still getting dicked now. So until they could change how the contract structure is currently, and put things in place to like give retroactive bonuses on shit that probably should have deserved more push or whatever, then I feel like Mace is right. Yeah, Diddy put you onto some money, but Diddy also took a lot off the top. And someone that owns something,
Bad boy. Take that.
put it to you like this. Let's just say I blew up and I was under your management, under your ownership, but I blew up. Your cut bigger than my cut. No, it's the truth though, no matter how you slice it. Even if we was 55-45, you still get the 55. Look, it's companies, you got 4 minutes, 3 minutes. It's companies that's like, that does that. I know you don't like Joe Budden, but it's a reason why he left Spotify, because them niggas was trying to take too much off the top and then not give him real credit for him. And they paid him a measly $2 million. They paid him $2 million for like 3 years, or $3 million, whatever the case is. He was the number one show on the whole fucking network damn near. Beating out people they was giving $15 million, $30 million, $50 million, all that. You know what they had to do? They had to go pay Joe Rogan $300 million before they could cut off little piece of $3 million Joe that was giving their fucking brand all of the buzz, bringing all the podcasters to Spotify, finding all this shit. Like, the reason why Anchor is even bought by Spotify is because of how well Joe Budden did. Nobody was listening to Spotify for podcasts 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 6, whenever he jumped on there. And now everybody listens to Spotify for podcasts. That started with Joe, nobody else. And that's that whole ownership shit. That's why niggas get mad about certain shit. Because Joe don't get nothing from that shit. He got the little measly $3 million up front. That was it, and that was all. He made them niggas, he made that $3 million in the first 45 seconds that they fucking dropped exclusively to Spotify. Just think about that. You know what I'm saying? Spotify crashed the first time that episode aired. They was trying to upload to Spotify and it crashed because so many people was trying to tune in to Spotify. So Spotify had to buy bigger bandwidth, bigger technology to find ways to always be up on shit and never crash. Yep. I mean, just some shit to think about. You know.
Well, now we know what we know.
Yes.
And you guys, this has been another wonderful episode of Pet. Why are you hitting me so hard? I don't like anything.
My bad.
This has been another episode.
Yeah, I abused her.
He just
help
me.
Yep. It's over. Watching my life go down.
Yo. He only punched me in the eye. I'm sorry, you guys.
Wait a minute.
I'm just kidding.
Wait a minute.
I'm just kidding.
Wait a minute.
He's heavy-handed, and I don't think he knows what he is. I mean, he just smacked my butt.
I think she's got a tender butt, man.
I used to get beaten. So I don't think my butt is made for that. I'm
all
sorry.
right. Well, this has been now that I done whooped some ass, I'm gonna go my ass to bed. You guys have a lovely, lovely listen.